We do start with Everton, where things have potentially gone from bad to worse. Let's head live to their training ground and speak to our reporter, Vinny O'Connor. Afternoon to you, Vinny. We've been speaking all day about Arnaut Danjuma really being a matter of time, but maybe that's not the case anymore.
Yeah, just when you're thinking that Everton fans have suffered enough, then this happens. What we know is that Arnaut Danjuma was expected here at Everton's Finch Farm training ground. He was booked in and it was all set to be done. He had agreed to join Everton. The medical had been completed over the weekend. He'd sought, I should say, certain reassurances from the football club as regards to the direction they were going in once it became apparent that Frank Lampard was going to lose his job as the Everton manager, and it all seemed set for that loan deal from Villarreal to be announced today. However, at the 11th hour, Spurs have come in and have made an offer to take him on loan from Villarreal as well. So Danjuma has not arrived here at Finch Farm. Instead, he is on his way to Spurs for talks over a proposed loan deal that would see him play out the season at Spurs on loan from Villarreal as well. A massive disappointment should that deal go through to Everton, who thought they'd got their man. They've been desperate to get in attacking options. Frank Lampard had been desperate throughout this entire window. He'd worked diligently as well on bringing Danjuma, or attempting to bring Danjuma to Everton. And Danjuma himself had made it known that he was looking forward to the challenge of keeping Everton in the Premier League as well. But all that seems to have changed, and now he's on his way to Spurs for talks over a loan deal from Villarreal until the end of the season. That said, Everton are still trying to be active in this transfer window between now and that deadline as well. They're also interested in Marseille striker Bamba Dieng. Marseille are trying to do a deal with Lorient currently, I should say, that would see Dieng plus cash go to Lorient and Terem Moffi go to Marseille. Talks are ongoing. Moffi had been the subject of interest from the Premier League, of course, including West Ham and Southampton, although one source has told Sky Sports News that his focus is to stay in France. It is thought Dieng's preference, though, is to go to the Premier League. He came close to joining Leeds United on deadline day in the summer, of course, only for Nice to come in with a better offer. That move to Nice fell through, of course, when he failed a medical. So Everton still looking to do business in this transfer window, but it seems the big target that we thought was coming in and was going to be announced today, he was expected here, it's not going to happen. Arnaut Danjuma on his way to Spurs for talks.
You touched on it there, Vinny, that this was a man that Frank Lampard really wanted to bring to Everton. Is it significant that because Lampard's been sacked, this might have affected the deal at all?
I don't think it's helped. The fact that Everton don't have a manager at the moment, the fact that Frank Lampard had persuaded Danjuma to come to the club and then has been removed from his position. At the same time, of course, Spurs are facing a much different challenge to Everton this season as well in terms of what they're challenging for. And so that would obviously be more attractive as well to someone like Arnaut Danjuma. As I say, I suppose there'll be a disappointment from Everton's point of view, the fact that Danjuma had made it known just how happy he was to accept the challenge of trying to keep Everton in the Premier League and wanted to play in front of the Goodison Park fans and reward them as well by keeping Everton in the Premier League. But the fact is that Spurs have made that offer at the 11th hour to take him on loan, and now it seems that he's decided at the very least to entertain that offer, and which means he has not shown up here at Everton's Finch Farm training ground today.